That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. All right, says we're live. I'm not seeing it. So how am I supposed to? How am I supposed to see it if I don't see? Oh, there we go. All right. So I'm not going to be able to see chat often, if at all. Okay, live chat just popped up. I'm going to be driving, so I'm going to be focusing on driving. And that sun is killer. So let's see if we can spin you around. Now you have control of the video. You should have control of the video. Should be a 360 video, so you could just use your mouse. If you're on a laptop, if you're on a phone, use your finger. You could spin the video around. So it's about 7:18 in the morning. Took a little bit longer to get out of the house than I expected. Just remembered I'm going into the city, so I should have actually woke up earlier. But yeah. And I wanted to set up my GPS just in case I miss a turn or something. I get in the habit of driving to the same places a lot. I start turning without thinking. But I think I should be okay. Still need to get used to the car. GPS should be simple now that I have it connected to my iPhone. So my iPhone's GPS is what it uses. And yeah, you could see how it is driving in Illinois. Like the car behind me is already too close. I mean, speed limits, people are here for a reason. I watched them cut me off. There you go. Nice blue Jeep. In a rush. See, I'm already running late. Do you see me in a rush? No, safety first. Again, until I can figure out a way to mount something. Because with the Insta, you need the camera, you need the phone to start the live. I don't know how to. Glance down at the chat, but I got the laptop bag with the laptop bag. What else? What else? I guarantee you I'm forgetting something. So today is a special day for us in the IT department. We have a returning employee who actually predates all of us IT guys. When I first started, it was Steve and Ernesto. Steve had left while I was working at a different department, and then I wanted to actually do IT, not e-waste, so I left that company trying to find another company. Ended up actually back with this company. So when I interned, Steve was the IT guy. And he pretty much just told me everything to do. I was his eyes, his hands. He was out of state. But today is first official day back. I'm supposed to bring him his laptop. all the way into Chicago. So haven't seen him in some time. Oh, the sun is not helping me see what I'm doing on my controls here. Again, if anyone popped in. But right now I'm focusing on the road. Eventually I will get a proper mount. Actually, I got a small little laptop / tablet that I picked up from work. When I was using it, it was like in storage. So I asked my boss to let me check it out. I actually been updating it. Only issue with that laptop is the RAM is, not the RAM, the storage is so small, it's insane. So I might see if I could, well, I can't pop it open because it's actually a tablet. Who knows? But I've been trying to update it. It's got Windows 10 Home Edition. I've been trying to update it, and it ran out of storage already. The thing only has like 20-something gigs of storage. I gotta get used to this car actually turning off every time I stop. I do have a bypass button, but that's when I had my accident. I would have had that on 360. That would have been a short. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes, it's horrible. I was in a car accident, but that would have been a short. I'm sorry. But when I thought I was stopping the camera, I actually started the camera or the live. So that was my fault. Now I realize, at least on my view, every time I turn with the car, the view on the Insta changes. I don't know if that's the same when you're on YouTube. That's another reason why I have it on my phone, but can't exactly keep looking at my phone. I'll watch the video afterwards. I do have a phone mount, but it sits low, and that's where I got my actual phone that's controlling the Insta360. Now, I am waiting for the state to start providing motorcycle safety classes. I don't know if they're free or they're just less expensive, but I believe if it's like state sponsored, even if it's not free, if it's state sponsored or state certified or whatever it's called, you don't actually go to the DMV and take the test and everything for your license for a motorcycle. You actually just get it from school, which I feel more comfortable with. Then if motorcycle, when I was younger, they had mopeds and flies until recently. Scooters are actually very nice. There's a Honda AD, I think it's ADV or AT, yeah, Honda ADV, I think it's called, like 150, 160 cc. might look at that, and depending what's in our area. If they sell something a little bit bigger, maybe. But it's more just a little cruiser to get around the neighborhood and stuff. That way I don't have to drive the cars all the time. But I've been with one car for so long, and every time it breaks down, every time there's something, I got no car, I got no transportation. So I'm still getting my Pontiac fixed. I haven't heard anything from the insurance company, which is disappointing. But I already know that they're declaring it a complete loss. So they're probably just gonna, if anything, they're probably just gonna hand me a check, say your car is only worth, you know, $1,000. Here's $1,000. I mean, what am I gonna do? But yeah, there's a lot of goofiness right now with insurance. Besides them not even contacting me, I'm always hunting them down. Pontiac fixed, so I'll have to get the motorcycle license, get me a scooter. Space behind it, whether it be an office or storage or something, but I really haven't had a chance to do much with the house. And again, I apologize if the sun's in your face. Like I said, you can grab the video, or you should be able to grab the video and scroll. It's a 360 video. Should be a 360 video. I do see someone jumped in there. Is that you, tech troublemaker? Yeah, I'm trying to avoid looking at the phone because I'm driving. I need to get a mount for the phone, but I'm using the 360 Insta360. The only thing I've noticed when you go live with this thing, and I love the fact that it's 360, so you can move the video around. So if you're on your computer, you could just click on it with your mouse, hold the mouse pad down. You can actually move the video around. If you're on your phone, you can just use your finger. But unlike the Mevo, if you're using a single Mevo, the chat's not on the same phone. So you need a second device to look at chat and everything. I don't have a mount for a second phone. So I'm curious to see if it's possible to like jump out of the Insta app and then open YouTube and see the chat on the same phone. But every time I try to jump out of Insta, it just moves the video around. So eventually I'll figure it out. Would be nice if I could use the information, whatever they call it, the infotainment center, to see YouTube and the chat and everything. I mean, that's a nice, decent little screen here on my dashboard, but I don't think it does YouTube. It's supposed to work with some apps on your phone, but it seems to be more like Spotify and the map. I already set up my iPass on the new car, so I should be able to get into the city through the toll and all that without a problem. Let's hit the highway. So this is going to be one of my longest streams because I really want to test this out. The Insta battery should last about an hour, but I do have it plugged into the car. Just don't know if that's going to be enough to keep it charged. Hopefully it slows down the battery from dying too fast, but the battery's about an hour. Get up to speed. All this safety stuff I gotta get used to. My headlight has a little dot that flashes when cars are next to me. I know that's not new to most of you guys, but coming from a 2008 to a 2020, a lot of this stuff is new to me. Now I got the sun on the side of my face. block that. So yeah, other than the chat, that's the only thing I could say that kind of but I believe it's running off the data on my phone. My data's probably not the greatest. I'm pretty sure if I hit my cap, it's going to drop it down to like 1G from 5G. But we'll see. I want to see how this video is. The last one I had to take down because of the accident. I didn't want that out there. And I didn't actually the accident. It was after the accident. Again, I thought I was live and I wasn't. I didn't actually hit the button to go live. And then I was turning it off, or I thought I was turning off the live, and I actually started it. So I got about 10 minutes, and it was me talking to the guy that hit my car. And as soon as I had a chance, I took it down, because again, I didn't want that out there just yet. If certain things happen, I'll put it out there. But then again, it wasn't the actual accident itself, so that would have definitely been a short. Again, that's just me. So we are eastbound on the 94. And if you're still here, Roy, this mount is insane. I'll put it in the description afterwards. But it's a ULANZI like suction cup mount. This thing's suction cupped to my windshield. It's cool. But I do have Amazon links now for anyone that wants to help me out. You can use the links in my videos. This mount is actually going to be in one of my other videos. It's been processing for hours. I don't know why. It's the first time I'm trying to upload, I think, a 360 video. And last time I looked last night, it said an hour and something to upload. So I don't know. I'll try to release that one. Yeah, figured gonna do a little road driving. I really haven't done this live road driving in, wow, was it since 2010-ish on my main channel, my personal channel, not this channel, with Justin TV. I used to have a Logitech 9000 on my dashboard or windshield. I think I put it on my visor because of the way it folds and everything. I can't remember, it was so long ago. But to see the difference, I used to carry a laptop with a power inverter converter thing. Had the camera, had a hotspot, my phone for the chat, and I'd just drive to work and then take everything, put in the guardhouse, set it up, go live again from the guardhouse while I was working. Because, you know, Justin TV was a totally different animal. I mean, it was live streaming, I believe they call it, live casting. So you just turned the camera on and did your own thing. I mean, you did your life. You still worked, you still ate, you did your homework, you did whatever. I thought it was cool. See the life of others. It was like that Truman Show with Jim Carrey, I think it was. I thought that kind of stuff was cool. And, you know, testing out the camera, testing out the mount. That mount is on that windshield pretty solid. It's not even shaking, it's not doing anything. I have another video I'm going to be posting of when I was driving the rental car to pick up the car I bought, which is this one. And I rigged up a mount real quick, and that thing was all jiggly, all shaky and all that stuff. It was a mess. It wasn't a proper mount. It was a little Frankenstein thing I put together. But unless this thing has amazing stabilization, that video is going to be all shaky and crazy. I'm so behind on my videos. I still have a ton of videos from the Philippines. I think I have at least 2, maybe 3 more. That's probably going to just be Baraka. I think I only posted 1 so far. But we're going to have a bit of a drive and hopefully no traffic, because we are heading into Chicago. It's actually a nice day today. It's not snowing, it's not raining. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself. It's the first time I'm driving this far with the new car. Just thinking in my head what I'm forgetting. I'm always forgetting something when I have to go into an office. Got the iPass on here, so it should be good. And yes, I drive the speed limit before anyone else. I feel it's there for a reason. I'm old. I'm not that adventurous anymore. So every car you see just zooming by me is technically speeding. And yes, the far left lane is supposed to be a passing lane only. No one listens, no one cares. As you can see, almost nobody is going to merge back into my lane after they pass. Oh wait, there's one. I spoke too soon. And the mount. So again, this is the Insta360 X3 on a ULANZI mount. I have no idea what the model is, but you do have the 360 capabilities, or you should. The box is right here. I'm pointing at the box. You should be able to flip the video around and see the box, if I'm doing this right. Alright, so the truck is cool. He actually merged back. Okay. He wasn't actually behind me. I don't know when he was on the left, but it's rare for me to go into the city office, but I was there last week for a special project. Nothing special. I had to clean up some stuff. And I'm heading back to the Chicago office today to welcome Steve back to the IT department and to the company. I don't know if this is going to be an all-day thing, half-a-day thing. Really don't have anything else that I can think of that I need to do in this office. And that's probably what I forgot to bring with me, stuff to work on at other offices. Probably do that if it ends up being a short day at the office. I do. That is cray-cray. You got way too close to me because you were in the far left and you had to get to that other area. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. I had to make a comment about that one. And back to the sun in front of me. So almost 2 weeks stuck in the house with no car. Ended up getting a rental, but that rental lasted like 2 days, and then I bought a car. I couldn't. They met all my criteria, so I just signed the papers. If they didn't meet everything I wanted, I would not have signed, but they met everything I wanted. So I committed. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Unless there's no way I can. I gotta trust them in the mirrors, I guess. They'll let me know if someone's too close to me. There's no need for me to change lanes often, so I'm good where I'm at. But yeah, like I was saying, I didn't want to recycle that little computer. It's still good for a little while. Windows 10 should be still good until sometime next year. I don't know if it's next summer or going closer to winter. I don't think it's the beginning of the year. I gotta double check. But we still have about a year with Windows 10. I don't think it's gonna run Windows 11. I haven't tried to install Windows 11 on it. But, I mean, the storage on it is so low. I don't know. Unless I do like a clean install, but my concern is messing it up. So I have to be careful with any more updates on it because it seems to really be pushing the storage. Which is interesting because it's a Windows computer. I understand it's a tablet, but it's a Windows computer tablet. How do you not put more storage than like 30 gigs or 32 gigs or whatever it is? Last update wouldn't even work because it said I needed 11 gigs to run the update. I only had 8. Can't figure out what to clean if there's nothing really on the thing. The only thing I want to use it for is for remoting into other computers. I'm not going to actually do anything on the computer itself. I just need it to be updated. Hello?
What's the mechanical wrong? Hello, Victor?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got everything closed out. I talked to car sales for you, so it was $162.35, okay?
Oh, cool. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, just want to give you a heads up, and then enjoy the new car, and then we're all set then, okay?
Oh, definitely. Well, I'm already enjoying it because your phone call's coming through the car, and it's freaking me out.
Oh, really? Oh, there you go.
All right.
Well, yeah, we're all good then. I'll get this closed out for you, okay?
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. I answered the phone and oh God. Again, I know. This is old tech to you guys, but this is new tech to me. So that was the rental company saying they closed everything out. So originally the rental was going to be almost $500 because I was going to have it until April 13th. Since I only had it, I think technically like 3 days. I picked it up on Tuesday. I dropped it off at their associated dealer, because this is a used rental car. So it's a 2020, but it was part of their fleet of rental cars. So mileage is a little high, but again, it runs and works fine. It's a perfectly fine car. And their dealer said I could just drop off the rental at their office and pick up the new car. So that's what I did. So that call was just to let me know that everything's taken care of with the rental and what they're charging me. So 100, but I think it said 156. So 156 saves me at least $350 there. Yeah, I had to buy a car, but that's fine. Alright, so where are we now? I don't keep track of the roads. All I know is speed limits are constantly changing. I'm doing the speed limit and everyone's driving around me. That's okay. So that red car right there is probably close to what my car looks for. Ooh, look, bike. So today is a good enough weather to be riding, I guess. I don't know what the temperature is right now. Maybe if I hit this button. Nope, that's just telling me the time. Something about a 5G signal. But I'm on the 94, so at least I know that now. I'm still on the 94. Okay. Sun's on my left again. I don't think we're even halfway there now. And the closer I get to the city, the slower things are going to get. Traffic normally builds up quite a bit towards the city in the morning. I normally start work at 8, which is in 6 minutes. That ain't happening today. Most everybody else starts around 9. So that's fine. They know I'm coming into the city, so. Again, this doesn't seem very interactive. I apologize for that. But right now, I mean, it's supposed to be an action camera, and I know I'm not on a motorcycle. I know I'm not skydiving or swimming in the ocean or something, but it's still a test. And they do, I don't have it set up that way, but they do mention using the Insta360 as a dash cam. And that's what I'm doing. Not only am I using this as a dash cam, I'm streaming the drive. So there is no editing this. This thing's live. Not that I want anything to happen, but I wish this thing was live 2 weeks ago. That was my mistake. But I need to look into a permanent dash cam, because this is not going to be permanent. Bumpy road. Down with that suction cup, that is nice. Just saying. What's coming up? Old Orchard Road in 1 mile. Yeah, I'm still a ways out. SUV. I wanted something compact, but I wanted an SUV. I wanted something that was going to be like all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, something like that. So this is all-wheel drive. So that checks that box. It's got a shifter, not a knob. That rental car had a knob. I just couldn't. I couldn't. Still has the push to start. Still has the, when you're at a stop, turns the car off. They showed me how to bypass it, but unless I read the book and find a way to keep it off all the time, every time you start the car all over again, it's turned on again. That's the default. Unless I could change the default, it's not. I'll get used to it. If it saves me some gas, that's even better, I guess. Just feels weird, the car turning off on you. Got a pretty good size screen. Nice sound system. I gotta admit that. Not that I'm into it. I believe these are leather seats and all that stuff. That I don't really care, but this is the Ford EcoSport 2020 Titanium. I think they actually stopped making this car. I don't know what year, but I've seen, I think, 2021s for sale. I don't know if they made them after 2021, but Dempster Street. Okay. It's a smooth ride. Now I got to take it into the shop just to get a look-see. My nephew said he saw some kind of report where it had some work, had not